real. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Now what I
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, 5-7. 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
18. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw. Keys. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34.
Hey! Jim! Watch twins, run! Pilot, 64, weak. Mike's 54. Double dog, that's the way. Ready!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
first and 10. Mitchell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right back to him on first down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
He might be getting tired of seeing me. He's checking. Recon, 132 fighter. Hatchet. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nickel. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Topper. Go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tight dog. 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom. Watch it. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, check motion man. 6 minutes.
Looking to throw. Keys. Campbell making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go.
Second and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Back to throw. Keys throwing right, and that's complete. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down. Throwing on third and long. Keys throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cannon. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Mitchell operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they... Drop it.
Let's go.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Saints first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Check 15, check 15.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14. Bengals 6.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. KD Cannon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Keys. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defenses.
Anderson loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as he'll decide to go for 2.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch the edge.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flush to his right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cannon. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Flushed out right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed? No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Here's Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. K.D. Cannon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run here with Mixon. And some room to work. 36 yards on the play.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
General West. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Deep river, deep river.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
6-6, pull it high. Shift. Switch.
On third down, Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
A gain of 4 brings up fourth down and 1.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there, 93 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Slam. Shoot.
From the gun, Keys. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey, Charlie. Check 52. Kill. Hey, seam 6. Hey. Ready?
To throw again. Keys. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Mitchell now on first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
13 yards on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Out. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Keys. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Get it.
Back to throw. Keys. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Now, once again, the Bengals will try for 2.
Man, I got you. Kill.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Saints go first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Mitchell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Check three, check three, check three. He's crashing. Look, squeeze. Swish.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Set, ready, 80 weapon, 50, plant.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, alert three. Watch that.
Hey, wahoo!
Flash 57's right. I smell
General West.
fear.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Greystone, travel. Hey, foxtrot.
57's the mic.
5.
From the gun, Keys. And Anderson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10.
High 7. Go.
Mike's by four.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You got nothing with that.
Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Blue draw Porkers.
Yeah, I got you. Slam. Alert flare.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Squeeze, double. Let's go.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Smooth.
Check three. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Look at me. Door. Now.
On 1st down, Keys. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Undercross. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Keys. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I got one.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Keys throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Rush in.
Recon, 132 fighter.
55, Mike 50.
Hey, echo.
That's what I do. Big edge.
2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4.
Off the play fake. Keys. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Mitchell. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
36.
Now.
54. Mike 54.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Keys. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's get it.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Keys. Throw left side complete. It's Pope. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey. 955. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Keys. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Pull it high. Buzz.
2nd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pope. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check three. 57's Mike.
From the gun, Keys. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch.
Throwing again. Keys. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
218, chop. Hey, Wahoo.
Second and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 57. Get ready. Get ready.
Yo, go. 5.
Looking to throw. Keys. He's going to air one out for Anders. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
22 jet bomber.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, Keys. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Yeah. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Keys. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Mitchell. And he whips that one incomplete there. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints,